Here's a flow for the upper body. Let's start by setting our shoulders all the way up, back and down, and then bringing our fingers underneath the right collarbone. Pull your head away from the collarbones up to the left and then move the head up and down, freeing up the front of the neck. Shift the hands over to the left side, pull the chin away, and then start to lift up and down, just working on those front muscles there. And then come into center, bring your chin to the chest. We're going to interlace the hands to the back of the head and hug the elbows towards one another and maybe draw them down slightly, stretching up the muscles at the back of the neck too. And then release the hands, release the head up. Bring your chin up to the ceiling and imagine you're lifting the bottom jaw and lips up to the ceiling too, stretching into the throat. And then we'll drop our head down to the right. Extend the left arm out to the side, maybe using your right hand to add a gentle pressure to elongate into the neck and maybe feeling it into the shoulders as well, to your trap muscles. And then releasing, come into center. We'll drop the head down to the left, maybe using your left hand to begin to open into that left side as well. And then when you're ready, nice and slowly release the hand and then release the head to center. And then extend both arms up, and when you're ready, twist towards your right, bringing left hand to the right knee and the other hand behind you. Take a nice big breath and then let it out. Good. Slowly as you inhale, come back to center, then rotating to your left, bringing right hand to left knee. Relax the shoulders and take a breath here too. Big inhale and let it go. Coming back to center. We're then going to make our way up onto all fours, known as quadruped. Now set shoulders over wrists, hips over the knees, nice and strong through the core. We're going to draw the shoulder blades together and then puff them out. We're good on something called protraction and retraction of our shoulder blades. It's important that we get those moving nice and freely there. And then when you're ready, broaden between the shoulder blades, then round the spine, bringing the chin to the chest. Come back to neutral. Draw the shoulder blades together and then lower your belly down. Lift the chin slightly. Then coming back to neutral, let's lift the shoulders up to the ears and then down towards the hips. Elevating and depressing the shoulder blades up and down the back of the rib cage. Last 3, 2, and 1. Now resetting back to your neutral, we're going to start with our left side. Bring the left fist in front of you, then lift it all the way up to the ceiling and tap it behind you. And keep moving forward and back, moving just in that shoulder joint for the moment, all the way back forward, and again, all the way back. This time let's start to open through the spine now, so a slight rotation through the chest, facing the chest to the left, and then coming back down. We'll then take the left hand up to the ceiling and then bring it down, threading behind the right wrist, coming onto the left hand side of the face. Pop up onto your right fingertips, right elbow faces up, and see if you can look under your arm to the ceiling, bringing the weight into the back of the skull. Optional, taking that right hand all the way up to the ceiling too. If that's too much, bring the hand back down. Then releasing, coming back up onto all fours. We'll stretch the right arm in front, create that fist, and then bring the arm behind you. So working on these nice controlled rotations at our shoulder joint. Take it at your own pace, and if you want to add some extras in, feel free to pause the video. And then when you're ready, we're going to take this a little bit deeper now. So the next time you lift that right arm up, let's open through the chest, adding a bit of thoracic rotation too. Lift the hand up, open through the chest, bring it behind, and then all the way down. And once more, open and close. Good. Then take the right hand all the way up to the ceiling before threading behind the left wrist. Come onto the side of the face, pop up onto your left fingertips, left elbow faces up. And see if you can lean the weight into the back of the skull. Maybe take your left hand up to the ceiling. Again, if that's too intense, release the hand back down. And then when you're ready, making your way back up onto all fours here, resetting to neutral. That means chin pulling into the chest. Now we're going to step the left foot forward, tuck your right toes under, set the pelvis. You're hugging in through the belly, lifting the front of the pelvis up. You can press the head into the hand just to make sure everything's in line. Now we're going to slide the left hand back across the right arm, reaching it all the way behind, and lastly turning the head. Then slide back up. Again, slide the hand back, reach it behind you, turn the head, and then come all the way back forward. And again, slide the arm back across the chest behind you. Lastly, turning the head, and back to that start. And then again, open all the way out. Relax the shoulders here, and let's just take a moment to breathe in that nice thoracic twist. One more breath. Release the hands down, reset. We're going to step the right foot forward, tuck the left toes under, squeeze into those glutes. Make sure your spine is nice and long. Bring the hands in front. This time slide the right hand back across the arm, the chest, reach behind. Lastly, turn the head. Then come back the way you came. And keep it going. Again, you might want to really slow this down. You might want to speed it up slightly. Most importantly, make sure it's controlled and you can feel into that lovely rotation there in just the spine, but also the neck as well. And then opening out, hold it there. Take a breath or two before making your way all the way back to the start position. Bring the hands down, and then we'll come back onto all fours. And then slide the feet back, finding a plank position. You can drop the knees then if needed and lower all the way down onto your belly. Extend both arms out, but then bend at your right elbow. You're going to look to your left hand and step the left foot behind you, reaching the floor if possible. If this is too intense, feel free to alternate how you place that right arm on the floor. Maybe if it's comfortable, you can take the left hand up to the ceiling. If that is too intense, take the hand back down. And then release, come back onto the belly. This time bend into the left elbow, look to the right and step the right foot behind the left leg. Again, it's optional to take that right hand up. If it's too intense, I'd recommend leaving the hand down. And then releasing, coming onto the belly. We'll press back, finding child's pose, bringing the knees wide, the big toes together, and turning your palms up to the ceiling to release and open your shoulders. Take a moment or two here and feel free to repeat the flow if you want to go through it again.